I.S.U.P.K.
And what is the truth according to the Bible, man? The truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are the real Israelites, man.
That's right.
You are the same Israelites that walked through the Red Sea with Moses, man. You are the same Israelites that received those commandments on Mount Sinai, black man. It's you, man. It's you. A black man went to Mount Sinai. A black man made the blind see, man. A black man walked on water, man. You ain't never been taught that. You know why? Because you go to these churches, you go to religion for answers, man. And guess what? Religion hates black people, man.
That's right.
Religion is the destruction of the black community, man. When you go to the black community all over the globe, you see drugs being sold, you see gangs, black people living poor, and you know what you can thank for that? You can thank religion for it, man. You can thank religion for it. In the ends, on every corner of the church, man.
That's right, that's right.
So why ain't the ends any better, man? The end should be paradise with the amount of churches in there, man.
Right.
Since slavery, all we've been learning is religion. So why ain't we any better, man? Why are we on the bottom? Why are we in council estates? Why are we in Brixton, Peckham, and Tottenham, man? Aston, Handsworth. If all we know is these churches. Since slavery, we've been learning Christianity, man. So why are black men still selling drugs, man? I'm gonna tell you something today. Christianity is racist, man.
That's
it's
right.
the religion of your oppressors, man.
That's
The
right.
man that whipped you back gave you that religion. The man that raped black women gave you that religion, man. The man that put black people at the bottom of slave ships, he gave you that religion. And in 2017, black people love the religion of people that hate them, man. Of people that hate them. Who else does that apart from black people, man? Black people, that's how low you've become. That you've taken the religion of people that hate you, man. What are you gonna take next? You didn't take poison from someone that hates you. So why are you taking their religion, man? Why are you taking their philosophies? Why are you taking their gods, man? Everything that they've taught us, black man, is the destruction of the black community, man.
That's right.
It's the destruction of black people. We serve their God. And look up to people that look like them with prestige, and guess what? We hate our own people, man.
That's right.
We hate our own people. We hate each other, kill each other in Aston. Meanwhile, whenever there's a villa match, Caucasian people want to right for our neighborhoods and no one touches them. You know why? That's Christianity, man.
That's right.
Christianity teaches you to love your oppressors, man. Love your slave masters, and meanwhile hate your own people. Give me Hosea 4 and 6, man. But guess what, black man? Unlike Christianity, we love you, man. We love our people. That's why I'm out here in the cold, getting black people off drugs, man. Fixing black people, getting them out of them religions. You know why? Because our people been blind for too long, and someone got to do it. And religion ain't doing it, man. The church ain't doing it. They ain't been doing it since the 1600s, man. They ain't been doing it since slavery. So guess what? We got to come out here and do it, man. And black man, for too long, you've been taught lies. Too long, you've been taught lies and fairy tales, man. All these religions are fairy tales. Fairy tale teaching you to put a tree in the house for Christmas, man. When trees belong outside, teaching you about Easter and rabbits and eggs, when bodies don't even lay eggs, man. That's the nonsense these religions are teaching you, black man. Read that for me up. Hosea 4 and 6.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. And the sword.
Hosea 4 and 6. You read the wrong one. Chapter 4. No sweat, no sweat. The book of Hosea 4 and 6, yeah? Read.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people.
Who?
My people.
And my is the possessive pronoun. It didn't say the whole world. It didn't say everybody. It said my people. You know why it said that? Black man, you are the people of the Lord, man.
That's right.
And you're the only people the Lord's concerned with.
That's right.
And the Lord said my people. I guess who my people is, man. Them same black people in the ghetto with me. Them same black people that I suffer with, man. Them same black people I come over here on slave ships with, man. They're my people. And the Lord saying something to you, black man. The Lord saying something about you, man. The Lord said my people. Read.
My people are destroyed.
They're what?
Destroyed.
And drugs, they're what?
Destroyed.
In Christianity, they're what?
Destroyed.
Black man, you're destroyed, man. The Lord said you are destroyed all over this globe in every ghetto, man. Black people, you're destroyed, man. I see you outside the bookies, man. I see you on drugs. I see you on park benches. I see you in them churches, man. You're destroyed, black man. You are destroyed. You don't have no country of your own. You don't have no nation of your own, no land of your own. You know why? Because you're destroyed. You tell me what nation don't have an army. Oh, wait. You tell me what nation don't have their own language. Black man, you're the only nation that don't have an army, man. You're the only nation that speaks the language of the people that hate you. You're the only nation that has the religion of the people that hate you, man. Black man, you call yourself Afro-Caribbean, man. When you didn't call yourself that, someone else called you that. Someone else called you that, man. An Afro's a hairstyle. An Afro's a damn hairstyle, man. It don't define who you are. And you take on their philosophies and their religions, black man, but you're greater than that, man.
That's right.
Destroyed, but guess what, black man? This is the good news. You don't have to remain destroyed. That's the good news, man. And God said, my people are destroyed. We're on drugs, we're on crack, we're on the bottom, we're in religion, man. And we're going to find out why we're destroyed. We done? For lack of knowledge. And that's why we're destroyed, man. For a lack of knowledge. And the knowledge is this Bible, man. We're destroyed for a lack of this Bible, man. We ain't destroyed for a lack of Christianity. We're not destroyed for a lack of Islam. We got that, man.
That's right.
But the knowledge of this Bible, we lack it, man. We lack the knowledge of the Bible where it says don't be a witch. And for that reason, we sell drugs to our people, man.
That's right.
And that's how we end up in prison. We lack the knowledge of the Bible where it says love your brother as yourself. And because we lack that knowledge, we hate black people that look just like us, suffer just like us. We're in slavery just like us, man. Because we lack this knowledge. We lack this knowledge of the Bible where it says a man should not have no sexual deviancy, man. A man shouldn't be a sexual deviant. It's in the Bible. But because we lack that knowledge, that's why there's AIDS in our community, man. That's why there's AIDS and syphilis and all types of diseases, man. We lack the knowledge where it says a woman should not be a whore, man. And because we lack that, a woman has all types of diseases, man. That's why women get raped and so forth. Because they lack the knowledge of this Bible. Read it one more time, Mark.
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Our people destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Our people walk up and down the streets thinking that they know knowledge. We don't have no knowledge, man. We don't have no knowledge. If we had knowledge, we wouldn't be in the ghetto, man. If we had knowledge, we wouldn't be in these council estates. If we had knowledge, police couldn't kill Mark Duggan dead and nothing come out of it, man. But we evidently don't have knowledge. We don't have no knowledge, man. Our people die by the police every day and nothing comes out of it, man. Nothing comes out of it because we don't have no knowledge, man. And if we picked up this Bible, police could never choke Rashawn Charles to death, man. Police could never stop and frisk us, man. We would know where we come from. We wouldn't be begging the religion of our oppressors. You know why? Because we would have knowledge of our own heritage, man. Right. Give me Lamentations 4 and 1. The book of Lamentations 4 and 1, man. Black man, it's time you put down all the religions and philosophies, man. They don't make us any better. They don't make us any better. All these religions have their nation, they have their gods, they have their religions, but guess what, black man? You're in all these religions, man. I've seen black men in every religion you can think of. You know why? Because we're lost. We're lost, man. No other nation searching like you, man. I've seen black men in the church, in the mosque, in all types of temple, in Judaism, in Buddhism, all types of nonsense, man. Because you're lost, black man. You don't know where you come from, man. But I'm going to tell you today, black man, you are the real Israelite spoken of in the Bible. And the church will never teach you this. They will never teach you this. You know why? Because they like it when you're on the bottom, man.
That's right.
Judges get paid to lock you up, black man.
That's right.
Why are you going to teach a black man to put down drugs when you can time to continue and make a killing, man? Judges get paid for it. Solicitors get paid for it. Police get paid for it, man. So God forbid you put the drugs down, black man. This society couldn't function, man. That's why they don't teach you this. Read that for me up.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 1. How is the gold become dim? And black man, God calls you gold, man. They say that you're nobody, you're cooling and this and that, and you're good for nothing, and all you want to do is play FIFA all day. But guess what? God said you're gold, black man. Right. The God of this Bible said that you're gold, man. So how dare they say we're lazy and shiftless and all we are is slaves when God of the Bible said that we are gold? But there's a problem, man. We become dim. And God's asking, how has this gold become dim, man? How has this gold come from being men like Moses and Christ to being drug dealers and trap stars, man? How did it happen, man? How did we go from being the best nation on the earth, man, to being in Handsworth, Camden Council Estates? How did that happen, man? How did fine gold become dim? Read that one more time. Lamentations 4 and 1. How is the gold become dim?
And black man, God calls you gold, man. How dare they say that we're lazy and shiftless and we don't want to work when God said you're gold? But black man, you become dim, man. You become dim. All the greatest inventions were made by black people in slavery, man. Look it up, man. Get yourself an inventor's book and all the greatest inventions, the fridge, the microwave, the traffic light, made by black people, man. But guess what? We become dim. We become dim, man. You know why? All these religions, drugs, philosophies, all that, man. That's why we become dim. That's why police can gun us down in our community, man. That's why our young men sell drugs to other young men. That's why we fight over areas that we don't even own no more. And God's asking, how did that happen, man? Read on.
How is the most fine gold?
The most what?
The most fine gold.
And God compares you to fine gold, black man. You're fine gold, man. You're not acting like it, black man, but God calls you gold, man. God calls you gold, black man. So you know what that means? You might want to put the weed down, black man. Put the drugs down, man. Stop killing your own people, man. God said, black man, you are fine gold, man, but you ain't acting like it. Read.
How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
And in the sanctuary, we have stones in there, man, and you couldn't even touch them. And God's comparing you to them stones, them holy stones, man. He's saying you're like them same stones just cast out into the street, man. Thrown out into the streets. That's you, black man. You're something holy that's cast out into the streets, man. When I go to Brixton, I see holy black people just cast out in the streets. I see holy black people lying on park benches, man. I see holy black people in the unemployment line, man. I see holy black people on drugs, man. That's what I see as well, man. I see the same thing God's seeing. God said, how is something holy just thrown out in the streets? And every time I turn the ITV news and I see a black man on the ground, we talk around him and say, how can something holy be lying on the cold concrete with a bullet in his back, man? Right. Read on up.
The precious sons of Zion.
What did God call us?
The precious sons of Zion.
Black man, you're the sons of Zion, man. Zion is the land that we dwelt in at one time, man. You're not from England, black man. You didn't come, you wasn't born here, man. Our foreparents weren't born here, we was carried here, man. We was carried to pick cotton and cut cane. And then later on down the years, we was invited to England, man. Black man, this ain't your homeland, man. You're from Zion. And God said, how is the precious sons of Zion? Read it one more time.
The precious sons of Zion.
And God calls you precious, man. Certain precious don't belong on no park bench, man. Certain precious don't belong on drugs, man. Read enough.
Comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pictures?
And God said, how was you looked upon as earthen pictures? You're fine gold, man. Do you know that you can't get gold anywhere? You can't just dig in the ground and get gold, man. Gold's hard to find. And in 2017, black man, you're just esteemed as drug dealers. You're just esteemed as trap stars, black man. But you're gold, and that's what God said, man. Give me Psalms 127 and 3. Black man, you're more than that, man. You are more than that. God said you're more than that. How dare they say that we must forget about slavery? Get over it. It's in the past. When black man, you're fine gold, man. You are fine gold. If anything happens to you, we should remember it forever, man. If one of our children die, we should remember it forever. You know why? Because we're fine gold. But guess what? We remember the days of people that ain't fine gold. We remember 9/11, 7/7 bombings. Right. When these people are nothing, man. You're greater than them, and you don't want to remember your own Holocaust. You're saying, forget about it, it's in the past. When you're greater than them, if one of our children die, we're meant to remember it, man. Why am I remembering the death of 7,000 people that ate my people? Why am I having 1 minute silence for the death of people that ate my people? Meanwhile, they tell us to forget about millions of people that died, man. Who are my people, man? I must forget about all the blacks that were lynched, hanged, raped, thrown overboard. But I must remember 7,000 people who ate my people. That's their problem. That is their problem. Let them deal with that, man. We got our own problem to worry about. I'm going to worry about it. I'm going to remember it, man, for life. We done.
The book of Psalms, chapter 127 and verse 3. Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord.
A black man, children are a heritage of the Lord, man. That's the wrong one. No, sweat. Give me Proverbs 121. No, sweat. Wrong for me. A black man, you are fine gold, man. And it's a shame in 2017, I hear black people saying forget about slavery, man. When meanwhile, no one else forgets about theirs. No one else forgets about theirs. Give me Deuteronomy 32 and 8. No one forgets about theirs, man. I hear about 1 minute silence for 9/11, for 7/7 bombings. They have a puppy on their chest from Memorial Day to remember their soldiers, man. But meanwhile, I must forget about slavery. I'm living in the past. I'm bitter. I'm supposed to be bitter. Meanwhile, everyone else remembers theirs, man. I'm not gonna forget, black man. Guess what? It's in the Bible not to forget. Read that for me up. Deuteronomy 32 and 8.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 8. When the Most High divided the nation.
Give you one verse up.
Salakia. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 7. Remember.
What did God say?
Remember.
What did God say?
Remember.
No, put it in the past.
Remember.
And God said to remember. God said remember certain, man. Read that.
Remember the day of old.
And the days of old. God said remember the days of old. And slavery was something that happened in the past. That's and right. God said to remember the days of old, man. Right. So how dare you tell me to forget about my foreparents, man? How dare you tell me put it in the past? Leave it in the past, that's where it belongs. But God said, I must remember the days of old. And I'm not gonna, unlike you, I'm not going to forget about my foreparents, man. I'm not going to forget about 99 million black people thrown overboard. I'm not going to forget about 77 million native Indians. I'm not going to forget about the Tuskegee experiment. I'm not going to forget about Mark Duggan, man. Black man, the Most High said to remember the days of old, man. To remember the days of old. How would you like it if you raised children, raised them up right, brought them up, man, just so one day they can forget about you, man? How do our foreparents feel knowing that they was whipped and hanged and raped just to know that one day their foreparents will forget about them? How can you imagine that? How can you be cutting cane in the hot sun with the heat on your back just to know that in 100 years your kids are going to say, don't worry about that, man. Forget about your back being beat. Forget about your being amputated. Forget about your woman's belly being cut open, man. That's what you do to your foreparents, black man, every time you want to put slavery in the past. Every time you want to forget about it, man. Read that one more time.
Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
And that's what you got to do, black man. Consider the years of many generations. I don't care if slavery was 1,000,000 years old, man. I'm going to remember it, man. I'm going to remember my foreparents, man. I'm not no salah, I'm not no coon, man. I'm not looking for acceptance. I'm trying to serve the God of this Bible, black man. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, man. Give me Matthew 5:17. Black man, the Lord put a curse on our people because we didn't want to listen. When you go to Handsworth, Aston and Brixton and you see black people selling drugs, it's a curse, man. But the good news is, black man, you got a second chance, man. You got a second chance. The Bible said Christ comes to save that which is lost. And who is lost? Black man, you're lost, man. Who's more lost than you? You ask a white man where it comes from, he will tell you where it comes from. You say he's Polish, he's French. You ask anyone where it comes from, they'll tell you, black man, guess what? You don't know where you come from. You ask 10 black men where you come from, you get 10 different answers, man. A black man say, well, I'm West Indian. When West is a damn direction, man. West is a direction, and India means savage, man. A black man say, well, I'm Afro-Caribbean. When an Afro is a damn hairstyle, man. That's not your nationality, that don't define you. Give me that, Matthew 5:17. Give me Matthew 5:17.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not, I am come to destroy the law.
And Christ didn't destroy no law, man. That means, black man, you got them same laws that you broke, that got you on the bottom, that got you in captivity, you got to keep them, man. I don't care what your pastor says. I don't care what the God channel says and so forth. Black man, you got to keep these laws, man. And Christ, the king of every black and Hispanic, man. If you're black and Hispanic, you got a king, man. And that king ain't T.D. Jakes. He ain't Theresa May. It's a black man by the name of Jesus Christ. And this is what he says, man. Read it for me one more time.
Think not, I am come to destroy the law.
And Christ didn't destroy no laws. If you're a black man eating pork, you are breaking the law, man. If you're a black man in the church, you are breaking the law, man. If you're in any religion other than this Bible, you are breaking the law, man. You're going against what Christ wrote in the Bible, man. Read that one more time.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
And Christ didn't do away with any laws, black man. So you got to keep him, man. You got to keep him. The answer to all our problems, black man, is in this Bible. You want to know why people sell drugs? Because they don't read the Bible, man. The Bible says you can't do that. You want to know what is AIDS running around rampant? Because the Bible, people are going against the Bible, man. And they're being sexual deviants.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword.